Ever wondered where Jesus was before the universe began? Let's dive into the cosmic mystery. Picture this, the Big Bang about to happen. But before that, the Bible tells us that in the beginning, God created the world and it was without form and void. So where was Jesus during this cosmic event? Stay tuned as we unravel the exact location of Jesus Christ before the dawn of creation. This means nothing existed before creation, but here's a question people often ponder. If the creation of the world was the start of everything, where was God before it all began? It's a mystery we can't definitively answer, but it's fascinating to think about, isn't it? We know that God's existence isn't bound by time and space. He's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. But there's another burning question. Where was Jesus before and during the creation of the world? Let's explore this divine mystery together. Before we move on, I request you to support us by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon. This generous act of yours gives us encouragement and power. Thankfully, Jesus himself revealed this mystery to us. In this episode, we'll uncover the exact location of Jesus at the time of creation. Watch until the end, and you'll also learn about the form of Jesus Christ and why there's no doubt that he is the Son of God. The revelation about the location and form of Jesus Christ is found in the book of John. Prayers aren't just a way to connect with God. They are deeply self-revealing. Jesus' prayer in John 17 is one of the most significant chapters in the entire Bible. Let's dive into this powerful moment and uncover its profound meaning. One can feel the very heart of Jesus as he prays to his Father. The Bible is full of great prayers, from Abraham to Moses, and from David to Solomon. But according to the book of John, this prayer of Jesus is the greatest one recorded in the Bible. Let's delve into this extraordinary moment. In chapter 17, verses 1 to 5, Jesus prayed, "Father, the hour has come. Glorify your Son, so that your Son may glorify you. For you granted him authority over all people, that he might give eternal life to all those you have given him." Let's delve into the profound meaning behind these powerful words. Now, what is eternal life? Jesus explains, "It is to know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. I have brought you glory on earth by finishing the work you gave me to do. And now, Father, glorify me in your presence with the glory I had with you." These words carry profound meaning and insight into the nature of eternal life. Let's unpack this rich message further. Before the world began, Jesus made a profound statement. "Glorify me in your presence with the glory I had with you before the world began." This indicates that Jesus was referring to the glory and majesty he shared with God, the Father, before the world existed. Let's explore this incredible insight into the eternal nature of Jesus Christ. Genuine prayers reveal a person's innermost being, opening the heart to God without reservations. This prayer reveals Jesus' intent, desires, and motivations. Let's uncover the profound insights within this prayer. John 17 gives us a unique opportunity to glimpse the nature and heart of Jesus. In this prayer, Jesus explores key themes from this gospel, such as glory, belief, the cosmos, and love. Let's dive into the profound insights of this prayer. Jesus also discussed his special relationship with his Father. The accounts in Genesis clearly indicate that God was present before and after the creation of the universe. In Genesis chapter 1, Verse 26. The Bible reveals the plurality of the God essence. This sheds light on the deep, timeless connection between God the Father and Jesus. In Genesis, it reads, "Then God said, 'Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground for our purpose.'" The crucial phrase here is, "Let us make this," indicating that God was not alone at the beginning of creation. There was someone else. This hints at the divine collaboration between God the Father and Jesus Christ. Now we know who that person is. Jesus said, "Glorify me in your presence with the glory I had with you before the world began." With these words, Jesus revealed that he was the person with God at the time of creation. This insight deepens our understanding of Jesus' eternal nature and his role in the grand scheme of creation. This statement becomes clearer when we realize that Jesus had to descend from his place of glory to take on human form, allowing him to die for the sins of the world. This task demanded sacrifices and humility that would have been impractical if Jesus had come in his full glorious form. Imagine the humility it took for Jesus to take on human flesh and walk among us, all to fulfill his divine purpose. This was the expectation of the Israelite leadership, and it's why they rejected Jesus as the Messiah. At that time, many Jews lived under Roman rule, longing for a deliverer to free them from oppression. They expected a powerful, conquering king, not a humble servant. Their concept of the Messiah was deeply rooted in the Hebrew Bible, particularly in Old Testament prophecies from books like Isaiah, Jeremiah, and the Psalms. These prophecies foretold the coming of a figure chosen by God to bring salvation, justice, and restoration to the Jewish people. This understanding was shaped by their scriptures and history, influencing their expectations of a powerful and triumphant Messiah. Many Jews of that era expected the Messiah to arrive in a powerful, kingly manner. They envisioned a military and political leader akin to a new David who would defeat their enemies, establish a renewed kingdom of Israel, and restore Israel's sovereignty. This prevalent belief depicted the Messiah as a conquering hero who would liberate them from Roman oppression. When Jesus came into the world, he appeared remarkably ordinary. People didn't recognize him as the Son of God or believe that he existed before the beginning of the universe. However, Jesus is the second person of the Holy Trinity, alongside God the Father and the Holy Spirit. His humble appearance masked his divine nature, challenging the expectations of those around him. This belief is rooted in the doctrine of the Trinity, which describes God as existing in three distinct persons within one divine essence. The New Testament provides insights into Jesus' pre-existence. In the Gospel of John, it states, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." John chapter 1, verses 1. Here, the Word refers to Jesus, indicating his eternal existence as part of the Godhead, even before the world was created. This reveals a profound aspect of Jesus' divine nature. This further confirms that Jesus existed in a divine state with God the Father before his incarnation as a human on earth. Jesus played an active role in creation and has been present throughout history. Even before his human birth, Jesus was a king, a status he retains to this day. This sheds light on the eternal and sovereign nature of Jesus Christ. In John chapter 17, Jesus prayed for the restoration of the glory of his kingdom. However, it's crucial to understand that Jesus wasn't seeking glory for selfish reasons. His prayer was about glorifying God and fulfilling his divine purpose. This highlights Jesus' selfless and humble nature, even as a king. Even as Jesus asked for the restoration of his glory, it was to glorify God the Father. The nature and form of Jesus before creation radiated with glory. It's truly beyond human description. In the book of Revelation, John sees a majestic Jesus, unlike any ordinary man, illustrating his divine and glorious nature. In Revelation chapter 1, verses 12 to 16, John describes his vision. I turned around to see the voice that was speaking to me, and when I turned, I saw 7 golden lampstands, and among them was someone like a son of man. He was dressed in a long robe with a golden sash around his chest. The hair on his head was white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were like blazing fire. This vivid imagery portrays the majestic and divine nature of Jesus Christ, as John witnessed in his vision. His feet gleamed like bronze in a furnace, and his voice was as powerful as rushing waters. In his right hand, he held 7 stars, and a sharp, double-edged sword came from his mouth. His face shone like the sun in all its brilliance. This striking description from John's vision captures the awe-inspiring and majestic presence of Jesus Christ. John unmistakably recognized the being he encountered in Revelation as Jesus. Imagine the awe that filled John's mind as he heard that voice. The robe Jesus wore in the vision symbolized his role as the high priest for his people. This imagery conveys the profound significance of Jesus' divine and priestly nature. John described a striking vision: his head and hair, white like wool, glistening like snow. His eyes, all-seeing, flashed like flames of fire. This imagery captures the passion of Jesus. In Greek literature, such passionate eyes symbolize the supernatural and the divine. This description mirrors the angelic narrative from the book of Daniel. In Daniel chapter 10, verse 6, we read, "His body was like topaz, his face like lightning, his eyes like flaming torches, his arms and legs like the gleam of burnished bronze, and his voice like the sound of a multitude." These vivid descriptions highlight Jesus' immense grandeur. Even after 3 years on earth with Jesus, John wasn't prepared for the moment Jesus appeared to him in heavenly majesty. In that instant, John realized the vast divine power and majesty Jesus relinquished while living on earth. The great, often overlooked miracle is that Jesus could conceal such immense glory and authority while walking as a human among us. The form described by both John and Daniel is the true form of Jesus, both before and after the creation of the universe. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think of this episode in the comments. We love hearing from you. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. God bless you.